Okay, this is my next web packet tracers video, and today I'm going to be observing web requests. This is 6.2.2.2. We will start by verifying connectivity of the web server. So I'm actually going to go to my external client. Going to go to my desktop, command prompt, and I'm actually going to ping the external server. And as you can see, I typed in the actual name, but DNS converted it over to the IP address. Okay, I've got my reply. So now, as you can see, I've got my reply, so I actually do have connectivity with the web server. I'm going to close this. I'm actually going to log into the web server. And here's my website. I typed it into the address line, and we'll see right here. When a web client enters the website name into the browser, that's what I did right here. The name is resolved by DNS, which basically means it's converted into the IP address. And once the client receives the IP address, the client browser uses the IP address and port 80 to request a web service. This request is sent to the server using HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. When the server receives the port 80 request, the server will respond to the client request by sending us a web page, and that's what happened. What happened is I entered ciscolearn.web.com. It converted it to the IP address. It was sent to a request was sent. As soon as it received it on port 80, it sent me back the web page. And web pages are actually done in HTML. HTML is the code that designs web pages. So everything you see here was done in the background in code. Why don't we take a look at that real quick here? So we're going to go over to the Cisco Learn Web. Click on that. We're going to go into the configure. Let's go to the HTTP. Bring this over here. Bring this back. And as you can see, what we have here, we have the HTML code right here that actually designed the web page here. You'll see the title, the Welcome to the Cisco Learn. You'll actually see that right here. And the little weird things you see in front of it, well, this actually is called a tag, and what it does is it tells the program that we want the Welcome to Cisco Learn Web Center to be centered. We want the font size to be +2, and we want the color to be blue. And as you can see, it is centered, and that is the font size to +2, and it is blue. And as you go down, you can see, let's go down to the header section. It kind of shows us some different headers. This is the first one. It's a larger header. Second one is a smaller. Third, and you can see those displayed right here. Okay, that's kind of a real brief overview of HTML. Let's close out of these. Now, we actually want to observe traffic between the client and the web server. So let's go to simulation mode. Let's edit our filters. Verify that we have HTTP and TCP done. Close that. Select a complex PDU. Start at my client. So we want to do this at HTTP. Select that. Now our destination is actually going to be the Cisco Learn Web. So we click on that, and it enters our web address. We want our source port to be 1000. We want this to be periodic, 120 seconds. Okay, let's just create our PDU now. And you can see that right here it was created. So let's turn up the speed a little bit and watch it travel. There you can see the packet is transferring through each step. And in my events list right here, you can actually observe each step happening. For this one, there's only a certain amount of steps, and each one is repeated as it transfers one way, and then it's just reversed back the other way. We started our client, go to the remote switch, goes out to the internet, goes through the routers in the internet, goes to the web switch, and then it goes to the Cisco Learn Web. When it gets to the web switch is deciding which server it wants to go to by its IP address. So right here, that is decided and it is shipped out. We're just going to continue to observe this to go back and forth a little bit. Okay, this is our external client. That's us. There's our IP address. There's our gateway, our DNS server, and our physical location. Now our remote switch. Then we'll go out here to the Cisco Learn. There's its website address, which is its actual physical IP address, its MAC address, its gateway, and its physical location. We're going to watch this till the buffer is full. Okay, our buffer is now full. So let's view some of the events as we were talking about. Okay, it starts here on the external client. Goes from the external client to the remote switch to local, or to the remote local, to the local web switch, from the web switch to the Cisco Learn. And basically what it does at that point, it has received the request right here, and here it is. It's turning around and sending you back the stuff you want on the reverse path. All right, and this is just a repeat over and over again of the same thing happening. Okay, let's verify this project was completed correctly. And congratulations, I completed this activity. I hope I helped you understand a little bit today. Thank you.